So tonight we are looking at the kids show, Grandpa in My Pocket, which is based on an old Dandy's comic strip. The show stars James Bolam as Grandpa, who has a magical shrinking cap, and the only person who knows is his grandson Jason. They use this to go on adventures together. The show aired from 2009 to 2014.
We share our ice cream. We suck up our spaghetti. And Grandpa is always like this. Well,
so let's take a look at a couple of episodes. First up we have Beolf the Brilliant. Grandpa were sulking as the rest of the family are out at a bike fair. Jason and Grandpa are being looked after by Great Aunt Loretta. She makes the craziest food as she burps a lot. She tells them to eat up as Grandpa gives it to his dog. Loretta is upset with Grandpa as she then chucks the food away. Jason explains the dog is going to be brilliant today. So Grandpa and Jason leave to the living room as Jason explains all about the bike shop his parents work at. Jason explains how Mr. Like a Biker is running the shop as his parents are away. He shows off all the bike stuff as we get back to Grandpa as he says Mr. Like a Biker is great as Loretta forces Grandpa to do some exercise. They then fight over his cap as Loretta wants to sell it. The dog takes the cap back to Grandpa as Loretta escorts the dog to the kitchen. Grandpa takes a stand as he then shrinks down to size. Jason is shocked as he tells Grandpa to behave. Loretta is shocked as Jason finds his toy car. He spills over the green gloop as the dog licks it all up. Loretta tells him off as she cleans up. She slips over as Jason helps her up and takes her to the seat. Jason gets some peas as Grandpa tells him to use the dog to escort them in. Jason is confused at the plan as the dog makes a mess with the peas. Loretta is fuming as Grandpa hides as Loretta cleans up. Grandpa gets sucked up as Jason looks inside. Loretta blames the dog as she is saying she is taking him to the dog's home. Loretta is stuck in the bathroom as she heads for the window. She blames the dog as Jason gets Grandpa out of the Hoover. Grandpa comes up with an idea to get Mr. Like a Biker as the dog runs to the bike shop to get him. He barks at him as Mr. Like a Biker bikes home as he then arrives. He breaks into the bathroom as he saves Loretta from the window. He says it is all the dog, who helped save her as Loretta embraces him. Grandpa takes his cap off as he grows back to size. He says the plan is a success as they high-five. Loretta loves the dog now as there is still a mess on the floor. Loretta makes a joke to Grandpa because he has some dirt on his shoulder. The episode then ends. Next up we have the robot to beat all robots. So Grandpa is counting Jason's money as he explains he is going to a shop to spend it. Jason explains this amazing robot toy he wants. He tells his neighbor Troy how amazing it is as he doesn't care. So Grandpa does his robot impression as he gives him the money. They drive to Mr. Whoop's shop. They rush in as they can't find the robot on the shelves. Jason is upset. Grandpa comes up with a plan, so at home they are building a way to make their own robot. Grandpa says it is a great robot as Mom then comes in and tells Grandpa to go to sleep. Mom explains Troy is coming round as Jason and Grandpa can't believe it. Jason says he doesn't like Troy as he says he is rude. Grandpa doesn't trust Troy as he then uses his cap to shrink down to the size of an ant. He runs and hides as he then drives about. He also flies about as Troy then arrives. Troy comes in to show off his new toy. It is the robot Jason wanted. Jason is upset as Troy then boasts to him. He then shows it off as he then comes across Jason's robot. He laughs at it as Grandpa is annoyed. He gets into the robot as Grandpa then makes the robot come alive. He goes crazy as Grandpa pulls all the levers. Troy is then impressed as he asks him a question. The robot says Troy is his master as Grandpa plays along. Troy gives his robot to Jason as he then takes the home-built robot. Troy heads off as Jason is frustrated. So in his room he is looking out the window as he says he did not want the real robot anymore and he just wanted Grandpa back. He thinks about Grandpa as Jason is worried. Grandpa is saying Troy is rude as he gives Troy a taste of his own medicine. Troy is annoyed as Mom is trying to wake up Grandpa. Jason tries to stop her as the doorbell rings. Troy comes back and swaps back the robots. Jason saves Grandpa as he grows back. Mom says dinner is coming as Grandpa laughs about Troy. They celebrate the successful plan as Grandpa tricks Mom into thinking he is the robot. The episode then ends. Finally, we have chaos in the cafe. So Grandpa is reading away as he then sneezes. Jason says Grandpa has a mega cold as Mom says she has to go to the cafe. She explains Mr. Whoops needs to cover the cafe. Grandpa is confused with that decision as Jason then explains who Mr. Whoops is and that he falls over a lot. So Grandpa wants to head to the cafe as Mom says he can't because of his allergies. Grandpa rebels as he then uses his shrinking cap. He flies away as Mom thinks Grandpa has gone to bed. So Mom picks up her bag as her and Jason go to the cafe in the caravan. Grandpa is flying behind them as they arrive to the end of the pier. So Mr. Whoops has placed flowers everywhere as Jason and his mom tuck into some ice cream. Mom says Grandpa wouldn't have survived if he came. Grandpa sneezes as Jason covers for him. Mr. Whoops makes a mess as Jason asks what Grandpa is doing. Jason tells him to go home. Lady Prigsbottom arrives as Jason is shocked. Prigsbottom tells him off as she starts shouting at Mr. Whoops. Mr. Whoops makes a mess as Grandpa says he needs help. Mom gets involved as Prigsbottom then gives her order. Mr. Whoops goes down again as Grandpa says Prigsbottom needs cheering up as Mom comes back to the table. Jason keeps covering for Grandpa's sneezes as Mom chucks Grandpa to the other table. He then rushes off as Prigsbottom is giving more orders. Mr. Whoops makes a salad as Grandpa messes with the pizza. Prigsbottom is frustrated as Mr. Whoops then trips over again and puts it over all Prigsbottom. However, she then orders her dessert for some reason. Mom says to Jason it's time to go home as he doesn't want to leave. Grandpa messes with the cheesecake as Whoops can't believe it. He goes slowly as he facepalms himself into the cake. Everyone laughs as Prigsbottom is confused. She then joins in as Grandpa celebrates. So he heads off in the plane as he returns home to his normal size. Jason and Grandpa celebrate as Mom says she will get some tea as Grandpa pretends to be Prigsbottom as the episode ends. Overall, Grandpa in My Pocket was a good show. It had silly story tales being told in 10 or so minutes. Grandpa was a very funny character and it was very good overall. I like it. So thank you for watching. If you have any TV shows you like to see me do, put them in the comments.